Welcome to Variations, an opportunity to be inspired by word, music, and images. Today, we're talking about a changing God in response to humanity. We look at it through the lens of the story of the flood, Noah's Ark, in Genesis chapters 6 through 9. I'm glad you're here.
As I'm writing this to you, thinking of all the circumstances you saw me through, when in despair, I called you. I wait in long lines, cannot deny your design, seen in your image. But what will happen when I fall, stumble again? Will you still be there? We've long asked for peace, only in spurts delivered. 2 homes, but who's brave? Justice rolling like water. The most faithful, we still wait. With wisdom I've learned, behind the friendly hellos, even when I'm down and out, I'm still frozen in the darkness. Your presence can and will be felt. It seems it's often through music, voices, instruments, and passion, reminding me that you're near, tells me you're there despite sadness and despair. Again and again, you are there. It's the birds in the trees singing those sweet melodies, no worries at all, trusting the waves of the world, constantly in motion, no? Honestly, at times I'm like, God, where are you at? Do you not see that? Lost vets on the street, red hats, your children, zombies, arm tracks. Our relationship ever changing, evolving. It's in the darkness, beauty escapes the chrysalis, thorns protect a rose's beauty. At times so distant, other times so close to me. In the Trinity I ask of you now 3 times, Lord, reveal yourself to me. Please reveal yourself to me. God, please be here now with me. No rain, no rainbows. That space between dawn and light, sunset and new night. Darkness always turns to light, birdsong often shifting my sights. I feel the wind on my skin, I know that it's you again. I see dancing leaves on trees, explanation, no other. Am I not a man and a brother, dear God? Our first agreement, I'm searching every day, unicorns and rainbows, it ain't. I'm trying my best, and you know I ain't no saint, but this is what I think. Some folks need more rainbows, God, and some folks simply need more restraint.
When someone says they don't believe in God, it's worth asking, what kind of God don't they believe in? Chances are it's not the kind of God I believe in either. Our understandings and ideas about God has changed throughout religious history. And the change comes after we've had some new discoveries about creation and ourselves. And sometimes the Bible records those changes. Take the story of the flood. You know how the story goes. God is angry at the violence of all creation and sends rain for 40 days and 40 nights. The floods destroy all that is except for those who are on the ark. When the flood waters recede, God regrets what God has done. God vows to never do it again. In fact, he says it 3 times. Never, never, never. God put a bow in the clouds. We always think of that as the rainbow, but the biblical context suggests something different. Ancient Near Eastern mythology believed that the chaos of creation was controlled by warrior gods. The warrior gods would use an archer's bow and arrow to battle chaos. When God hangs up the bow in the clouds, God vows to never meet violence with violence again, to never be the one who brings the chaos. God is the creator, not the destroyer. The promise is the first covenant God makes with all living creatures. It's more than a promise, actually. It's a covenant which has the serious legal implications, but it only binds God. God is the only one that changes in this covenant. All of humanity remains the same. God accepts us just as we are, for better or worse. But as a colleague of mine always likes to say, and God loves us too much to leave us there. Contemporary theologians suggest that God is the sacred energy that permeates all of the universe and holds in every moment infinite possibilities and nudges all of creation towards the possibility that will move us to a better future. This combination of acceptance and possibility is a lot more motivating than judgment and force. This theology and the story of the flood, these parts of the story, is surprisingly contemporary, especially when we think about our relationships. Wisdom today says that you can't change anybody but yourself. And the idea of acceptance and possibility being the thing that motivates us to change, that's huge. For Christians, it is the acceptance and the possibility, the divine force in the universe that gives us the freedom to be able to stop vying for the acceptance and the approval of others, to stop being defensive about the mistakes we make. It gives us the freedom to move when we find ourselves mired in paralysis and cynicism, to move forward and to change for the better. And every change we make influences those with whom we are in relationship. And we have a broader reach in all of our relationships than we give ourselves credit for. This is how the world changes. And this is the God I believe in. The God who responds to us, that changes with us, for all. Something to think about. I think it's a provocative idea that God is the sacred energy that permeates all of the universe and holds in every moment infinite possibilities and nudges us towards the possibility that leads us to a better future. So, what do you do with that idea? What would you do in this moment if all things were possible? Leave a comment down below, and be sure to like us, to share us with your friends and family, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I'll see you next week.